This is Milntown, the home of Langholm Rugby Club. They may be plying their trade in the East League these days, but the club has had many achievements since 1871, and the one thing no one can ever take away from them is that they're the first club in the Borders to reach 150 years in existence. The proud chairman of Langholm is Kenneth Poole.
31st of December 1871, when three young men decided to invite a whole load of young men from Langholm to go and play rugby. William Scott, he not only founded the club, he was secretary, he was captain, he was every position that they needed at the time he took on. It wasn't until 1873 when two things happened. Firstly, Langholm played Carlisle in what was the world's earliest and world's first rugby match between clubs from two different countries. And then also in 1873, Hawick was formed, and that gave Langholm a chance to go and play Hawick, and Hawick to come and play Langholm. And from there on, other border clubs developed.
In their 150-year history, Langholm have had many achievements. They've had several players capped for Scotland, including the likes of Billy Steele, Tom Elliott and Christy Elliott. But the first one was back in 1896, when Tom Scott was given his first cap for Scotland, an item which is proudly on display in the clubhouse. Langholm loves its place in Borders rugby history. It was a founder member of the Border League in 1901, and while it's never reached the dizzy heights of the likes of Hawick and Gala, Langholm did once spring a surprise when it won the Border League in 1959. That year, the team went through the fixture card unbeaten all season, something that no other club in Britain at the time managed to achieve. Langholm's oldest surviving internationalist is Donald Scott, now in his 90s, and I spoke to him a couple of years ago.
We got to the final in Hawick in 49, and I was so disappointed. We were beaten 6-3 by Gala, I think it was, in the final, and it would have been 50 years to the day since Langholm had last won a seven-a-side trophy, and we were beaten 6-3, and I was very sad. But later on, played at Selkirk Sevens in the autumn, and we won there. And that, I think, was one of the most proud moments of my life. If somebody said to me at the moment, what was the greatest memory, I would say it was a toss-up between running onto Murrayfield for my second cap for Scotland or winning Selkirk Sevens. After 50 years in the wilderness to win. And I think I'd have opted maybe for the Selkirk win.
Friendships, it's made our of it, really. And it'd be a terrible, terrible sad thing if it was ever to stop, like. And even like the Sevens, I know there's problems with Sevens nowadays and everything, but the thing is, we have to keep them going, because it's a major thing in the Borders to me, like, major.
There will be a big commemorative dinner to celebrate 150 years in existence, but players and coaches are keen to mark the anniversary by winning promotion out of East League 2 under new captain Nathan Smith.
Yeah, the past couple of seasons before COVID, we really started to pick up. We were up near the top two, or pushing to even win the league. So main thing now is just to get that squad back together and just, yeah, like you say, get ourselves up.
For my playing days, it was always nice to play against the Borders teams. We were starting a challenge again back in the late 90s, having competitive games, but as time went on and the numbers were dwindling, it was becoming a non-competitive side of it, but it's always a strive that clubs wanting to get back to that level, which hopefully will come through the youth system and us building ourselves back up to that level.
Everybody stuck in together, and that it was a small club, but we really just pulled for each other, even at training, and one thing another, and looked after each other. If there were a scrap in the park, we were all in, one thing another, and so it was
old
just
traditional
great. Old
Borders
tradition. It's a great achievement, 150 years, and you know, for a small town, it's a great achievement.
Who knows what the future will bring for the club? We've sadly seen others not lasting the distance, with some struggling to cope in the professional era. But here in the Muckletoon, they hope to keep going for many years yet. Stuart Cameron, ITV News, Langholm.